Well, welcome everybody to another Southwest Virginia virtual visit. This morning we're in Abingdon, Virginia on Park Street, just behind Main Street, which is just right up the road there. You can see the old courthouse as I'm pointing right up there. And we're at Holston Mountain Artisans Shop, established in 1971. So this is actually the 50-year anniversary of Holston Mountain Artisans. If you haven't already checked out our podcast episode on the Stories from Southwest Virginia podcast, be sure to do that. There will be a link in the description box below. But I've been invited today to come take a look inside as they're reopening, I believe, today. And you know, today is the second day of April. It may not look at it by the way that I'm dressed. It's about 25 degrees outside, so let's go inside and get warmed up. Right now we're actually around the back side of Holston Mountain Artisans, and you can see over here that it looks very similar to that of a jail. And that's because at one time it was. This actually was the Washington County Regional Jail, I believe. We actually talked about it in the podcast episode. So when you come, don't think that you're actually going to jail, but you're actually stepping inside to see some beautiful art. So Holston Mountain Artisans, located in Abingdon, Virginia on Park Street, actually features a lot of local regional artisans within a certain mile radius of Abingdon, Virginia. And to give you a bit of their backstory found on their website is Holston Mountain Artisans actually began as the Holston Mountain Arts and Crafts Cooperative in the spring of 1971. So this year does mark their 50-year anniversary of being an artisan guild and membership group, and they've featured beautiful art from various types of mediums throughout the years. You know, the leaders were Reese Shearer, and sponsored by a small group of Methodist churches in Washington County, Virginia, as well as Eric Reese, who worked for the Progressive Community Club, which later became People Incorporated as we know it today. And their goal was to find talented local craftspeople and help them sell their wares for a reasonable rate, while also educating the public on the value of handwork and handcrafted goods. So at this time, hand-sewn bed quilts were going for just $35, and white oak split baskets were for about $10. So that shows you a difference in the price of things throughout the years. So in the beginning, about 20 craftspeople were eager to make some extra income and have their handwork appreciated. They joined the cooperative for their first venture, exhibiting for 1 week at the annual Virginia Highlands Festival in Abingdon. It was here that they were discovered by Barter Theater's director, Robert Porterfield, who offered them the use of his Main Street property known as the Cave House. And a lot of you might be familiar with the Cave House craft shop throughout the years. It was a beautiful location right on historic Main Street in Abingdon. And then eventually they moved over to their current location on Park Street. So from this point, the cooperative grew its current membership of over 130 members. And in 2010 is when the business moved to the old Washington County Sheriff's Office on Park Street in Abingdon. And that's where it continues to operate in the finest in traditional and contemporary crafts and art. And if you would like to visit Holston Mountain Artisans, you may do so Mondays through Saturdays from 10 to 5, and that runs from April to December, unless there's some certain holidays in the mix. So be sure to check out their Facebook page or their website to stay up to date with any days that they might actually be closed. But when you come here, you can expect to find goods of all different types of art, everything from fabric to candles, spices, home decor, and much, much more. It's definitely a great place to stop by when you're in the region, or even plan a trip to see some beautiful handcrafted art from artisans within the Southwest Virginian region. I know this was one of my first experiences getting to come here, especially since they've reopened, and I was just blown away by all of the amazing and beautiful pieces that they have. Holston Mountain Artisans is also a member of the Round the Mountain Artisan Group, where you can find a lot of work there at the Southwest Virginia Cultural Center and Marketplace, also located in Abingdon, just off of Exit 14 on I-81. And some of the members between Holston Mountain and Round the Mountain also share memberships between the two different artisan guilds. And yeah, the work is just absolutely stunning, and I highly recommend that you go and take a look at it. And this just about wraps up our virtual visit for today. I don't want to show you everything because I want you to be able to go in there and experience a lot of these beautiful pieces of art firsthand. I can show you these on video, but there's nothing like actually seeing and feeling these pieces in person. So be sure to go pay Holston Mountain Artisans a visit on your next trip to Abingdon, Virginia.